Welcome to this edition of Crystals of Experience from your host Kumar Bala. This Monday to Friday, I will talk about industrial relations and the various facets of it. In fact, recently, for the last month, a very interesting situation occurred in one of the biggest manufacturers in the world, Samsung Electronics. Their unit in Chennai had undergone industrial turbulence, and it was only till recently, after a month of heavy bargaining and discussion at all levels, including ministerial levels and the Department of Labor level, that the issue was resolved and the charter of demands were met satisfactorily on both sides, and a tripartite meeting settlement was made with the Samsung management, the Samsung workers, as well as the Department of Labor. This is basically a five-part situation which I'm going to discuss with our friends, and it will be from Monday to Friday, today being the first of the Mondays. In fact, a lot of people have a lot of views on the subject, and the paper has been full of it, so has the newspapers, and also all channels and the internet network. It is always an important issue to discuss, and the layman, as well as those who are budding HR and IR people, are very, very interested in what's happening. So I thought I would lend my expertise and discuss some of the facets. We must remember that a lot of sound and discussions have been made saying that the workmen or the employees of one of the most advanced manufacturers in the world have got a raw deal, and they are asking for more, like Oliver Twist of Charles Dickens fame. In fact, many of the discussions were even as silly as some union office bearer, union member saying that there wasn't even a toilet in the premises. It is impossible for such a thing to be even mentioned, because without the factory inspectorate approval, without a number of toilets for ladies and gents, the factory will not run and cannot run, because inspections are done, and whatever they try to subterfuge the system, it is impossible. And having worked as a director of a Korean company for so many years, I can vouch for the fact that all these things will be absolutely beyond doubt and clear in every way. People wonder why the workmen have gone to such an extent where they have struck work, they have come away from the place of employment, even at the risk of losing the jobs. We must remember that from time immemorial, there have been enactments like the Trade Unions Act of 1926 and the Industrial Disputes Act of 1947, which allow people to assemble as a union and press their requirements and demands. Over a period of time, it was usually once a year. Then, for the convenience and because of the lack of profitable time, proper use of time, it became once in 3 years or once in 5 years, which covered the increase of each year in a systematic manner, which has been noted and stamped upon by the three parties, so that the person who is working gets his due over a period of time. It is technically called a deferred wage. We wonder, another thing which goes into our mind is whether the union, these workmen, have two horns on their heads, and are they so leather and vicious that they stake the jobs and stop a magnificent company from running? And is it fair on their part? I must say and confess that in everything in life, All the workmen are not bad. All the management staff or the management itself is not absolutely wearing a halo around their heads. Both want their pound of flesh. Both want to have a win situation if possible, if not a win-win situation. This is the way the system works, and that is why it is most essential that all the aspects are taken care of, and Samsung prides that it is one of the highest paying employers in the Sri Perumbudur belt, and their wages are almost 1.8 times higher than the other companies around. It may be true, but we must understand that the paying capacity of one company from the other differs, and we have to see the denominator rather than the numerator to know whether apples are being compared with apples or apples are being compared with jackfruits. More for the next edition tomorrow. We will continue with what we were discussing today. So, good luck to all of you.